How's it going, everyone? Today we have something very exciting to show you. It's another incredible farm in Diablo, and you might want to jump on this while you can. We're not sure if this will stay as it is, or if it will get nerfed later on, so we wanted to bring it to you guys, because this is fantastic for XP, for loot, and for Obols, which of course you can trade in at the mystery vendor to get sacreds and uniques if you are past level 53, and it rolls on that particular item. I'm joined with 26. 26, how's it going?
I'm going well. Like, I'm looking forward to trying this one out. I feel like people respect the live tryout and test and trial and error just to see if it wastes their time or not, you know? So, hopefully Definitely. This one's good. We tried it a couple of times. I'm liking it so far. It's looking good. And this live demonstration hopefully turns out pretty well.
That's just it, and it was Augie Saint, whose channel will be linked below, that was the original person that found this, and he says you can get over 7 million XP per hour, and we have tested this ourselves a little bit, but we're going to do some live testing with you as well, and in our initial testing we were quite impressed, so let's run through and sort of see how we get on now. But to begin with, we're going to start here in Ruins of Arekkz Keep, and as you can see on my map, we're going to be making our way down here, all the way over to the Morgan's Works dungeon. So let's head on over there, and then we'll explain the little tech on how you can basically do this farm to repeatedly do the world event that is like basically exactly outside that dungeon over and over again. It's very fast to do. Some world events are kind of longer to do, but this one's actually really fast, and it seems like some other people are usually doing it, so you sort of end up joining midway, and it's even quicker to clear it. But also, guys, make sure to hit that like button down below if you do enjoy these videos. We got builds on the channel, we got guides, we got all that good stuff. If you want to use either 26's Barbarian build that he's on now, or my Frost Sorcerer build, it's on the channel, so you can check it out if you want to get
the event's up right away.
Here we go. So this is the location. This is the world event that we want to be doing. It's literally already up, as you guys can see. This one's to free some captives, and then I think there's a boss at the end. And there's basically a way that you can refresh the event, right, 26?
Yeah. Basically, we'll show you how to do it after the event's over, so that we can clearly demonstrate it. But it involves going into the dungeon and then spinning around 3 times. We had the spin in there. You don't have to spin. But and then walking back out, and it will reset the dungeon. So it's not as laborious as the other ones, as like leaving party, joining party. This one's super simple and just efficient in terms of doing it. Sometimes there isn't any event out there, but if you just go back in a couple of times and come back out, it's usually there.
Exactly. So this is solo and party play. You can see we're going to do it in a party. It works exactly the same in solo. There's no difference. Clear the event, enter the dungeon. We've found that if you stay in the dungeon for a couple seconds and then exit, it could be anecdotal, guys, but we found that that had a sort of better odds to get the world event. So we do a couple spins when we come inside, and then we head outside, and hopefully the world event will be there straight away again. If it isn't there, we go back in the dungeon, we do our little spin, and we come back out. So let's see. So you can see here, it's not here this time, so we didn't spin enough, as you guys can see.
We did not spin enough. You know what's the funny thing about this one is, like, Blizzard fully nerfed like inside the dungeon, because if you guys remember, the farm that we did in this one was with the elite packs, and everybody was like running that one for a while, but now there's one here outside. Like, look, here it is. Like,
it's so strange that it's like the same location, right? But people are, you know, if you haven't been to this spot before, this world event is actually one of the much quicker ones to complete. And as you can see, there's actually another necromancer here that's basically doing it as well. So sometimes you have to destroy like towers, other times you have to free prisoners. But the general consensus is you do 3 of these pretty quick to finish objectives, then you defeat the boss in the middle and you get the giant chest. It helps if you have a build that can just like wipe out a group of enemies as well. So depending on what class you play, it might be a little bit quicker or a little bit slower. But as you can see, we just did the objectives. We killed the boss. We get the giant chest. We get the Obols from it, which this is a really fast way to max out your Obols. I'm actually already coming up to the cap, as you can see. I think it's like around 60 Obols per time, and it's literally as quick as go in and out the dungeon to refresh it and clear it again for another 60. Obviously, the chest has a chance to drop your legendaries, depending on what world tier you are. That can be sacred legendaries, that can also be uniques. So obviously, the higher the world tier, the better, but depends on your character level and all that kind of thing. I think we just do it. Let's do a few more runs and see how it goes. But I personally really like this for the Obols specifically. Obviously, it's good for the XP and everything, and just general loot. But the Obols at the mystery vendor means you can target that particular item that you want. And again, if it rolls with Sacred at the mystery vendor, then you can get that chance for Sacreds. And I believe you can get a chance for uniques on them as well. So
I have a question for you guys watching. Have you guys actually got any uniques from the mystery vendor? Because I know that's like a thing that people have been saying, but I haven't been super lucky to actually get one. Do you have to roll it on the sacred ones? Do you have to roll it on just the normal ones? Like, I want to know what the pool is because I haven't been lucky enough to get a unique from the mystery vendor, but supposedly it's possible.
It's that like feels bad feeling when you're chasing that one unique that you just desperately need for your builds and it's just not dropping, you know. I was feeling that way for quite a while about the I think it's called the Ice Heart pants. My armor?
Yeah. I want the arms. I want the arms for my barbarian because then I can build a whirlwind build, but it's obviously like not. I have not got that yet. So you can see here, guys, we actually got it to refresh this time. So there is a couple of tries, but it's not that bad. Like to just walk in and walk out like a couple of times and find it. Sometimes someone's halfway through it, like right now.
Like now, yeah. Get one more of these, and we're basically
get one more captive.
Kind of good for gems as well. I've been getting a lot of diamonds and just sapphires. Ooh, legendary sacred.
Nice.
Not too bad. Let's go for one more.
I have a feeling, by the way, like every time that we get a drop, there's like a little cooldown there that's triggered, and you get less and less of them. Because I know when we were farming the elites, after a while, it stopped dropping legendaries and it just started dropping just yellow. So I don't know if Blizzard's out there. It's like
secret hidden cooldown.
You get too many, throttling a little bit.
It definitely does feel like that. Put in the comments if you feel like, hey, it's back up straight away. There you go, guys. So sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's a few tries, but it's pretty quick. But yeah, do tell us if you've experienced that where you get like several legendaries pretty quickly, and then for the next half an hour, you just get none. But maybe is it just anecdotal? Is that just how the RNG works?
That's just RNG. Maybe it's just us feeling like, no.
All right, we've got a few more captives to free. But you can see it's such a quick way to just loot the event. And the one event, you guys can tell us if you feel the same way, but there's one event where you have to escort the ghost. And it's like an escort quest, so long. Whereas this one is so much quicker and easier.
Is
there any down that way?
Yeah, I'm just grabbing this one.
Nice, last one. Where is it? Sometimes it takes a minute to find. Usually it's 3 that you have to free. This one was a little different, though. It was a bit more. Oh, there's an elite here.
Got it.
Oh, there we go. Boss is up. We just nuke the boss down. Event's over. Chest opens.
Wow, legendary.
Jeez.
Let's go. And the sacred.
Oh, I hit the cap. I hit the cap on my murmurings.
That was super quick. I literally started this with none. I've got like nearly most of it capped out. I'm on 400.
That's just it. And I want to show people the actual mystery vendor because I've just hit the cap, right? So then basically what you want to do, portal back to town, go to the mystery vendor and just buy the slot that you're basically chasing for that particular legendary or unique if they can drop when it rolls as sacred, which is what I've been hearing people say. So should I quickly run over to the vendor and see if we get lucky, because you just have to loop it a few times. Your Obols are full, and then you come back here. I've been getting quite lucky in terms of the legendaries I've been getting from the vendor in the past, so
definitely.
Let's see how good it is this time. Oh, rings. So there is a unique ring that I'm chasing for Sorcerer. Maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't, but maybe we'll get a few legendaries with a few aspects along the way, so...
Gloves are there. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Make sure that I get that get that luck. And you get that luck.
I think I got a little unlucky there. I got one legendary out of the whole dump. But it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one.
I got 2 legendaries and a bunch of sacred rares, which isn't too bad. Can upgrade those at a later date if they've got some good stats on them.
But then all you do after this is return back through your portal from the town, and you could just literally loop this repeatedly, get the drops from the event, get more Obols, and repeat, and that's a really good way to target the particular legendary slots that you need. And it seems to be the fastest way to loop a world event that we've seen. There's you don't have to like leave game completely. You don't have to run back from a nearby town. It's just straight there with the dungeon entrance. So, guys, if we've hooked you up here, hit that like button and definitely try this out for yourself. It's supposedly 7 million XP per hour if you're solo. Obviously, pop your elixirs if you're doing it for XP, but we are loving it for the Obols. So tell us what you're farming for down below in the comments. And the 2 videos on screen now, we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. You don't have to watch them if you don't want to, but if you did like this video, you're probably going to like these ones too. And then tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.